recording? We are. Alright. So for those who are watching on YouTube, hopefully there was a fade out, fade back in. I'm back. Sparky's okay. We're all back from the vets. We're good. Let's get doing things.
By now, you've faced the Borg. The Collective is appearing with more frequency in the Alpha Quadrant now, and Defera is facing repeated attacks. We've been able to push them back so far, but we can't do it forever. Not without help. Starfleet has convinced representatives from the Klingon Empire, the Cardassians, and the Deferi to meet on Deep Space Nine. We want you to be there as well.
Let's go. Second wave. Oh, I'm already here. Thank you very much to everyone for your get well messages for Sparky. He is going to be a very spoiled pooch. What have I done on my phone? Anyway, put my phone down. Now I don't know what I've done with it. No, I don't bloody know. I'll go find it later. Right. If anyone wants to get hold of me, they know where I am. Welcome to Deep Space Nine. I know you're here for the conference, but Commander Andrews would like to see you in ops as soon as you have time. Enjoy your stay, sir. Commander.
Welcome to DS9. I'm Commander Karen Andrews, Captain Carlin's first officer. He asked me to inform you that he's been delayed dealing with an incident in Cargo Bay 3.
Fortunately, we'll be able to begin the conference until Captain Curlin is available, and would you be willing to track down the other attendees and inform the delay? I can send a junior officer, but I thought this way you get a chance to meet Delicate before formal talks begin. Maybe a little bit of connection information helps in a diplomatic situation. Why, yes indeed. Turn to promenade. Alright. So, one there. Alright, let's just go there. Ah, Garrick!
I'm looking forward to the conference. I'm sure the discussion on the Borg will be enlightening. Your government's position will be of particular interest to me. Clearly, the Borg are a major threat to the Quadrant. However, Cardassia's ability to assist in any action against them will be somewhat limited. If you will recall, we dismantled our military after the Dominion War. We still maintain a small force, but for planetary defense only. Any Cardassian military vessels you may have seen were undoubtedly stolen by the so-called True Way. Regrettably, Starfleet has yet to put a stop to their campaign of terror, though I'm sure they're giving it their best effort.
Captain Curlin has been unavoidably detained. We will delay the start of the conference until he is ready.
I'm reminded of an associate of mine, Gul Mavek. He was stationed here during the Dominion occupation. During his time here, he developed a fondness for Bajoran distilled Kanar. Apparently, during the Cardassian occupation, the soldiers wanted their favorite libation, but there was not enough Kanar in the shipments from home. So these resourceful young officers conscripted a group of Bajorans, mostly from the religious houses, to distill Kanar for them. The Kanar from Bajor has a different color and flavor from Cardassian vintages. Purists frown on it, of course, but many Cardassians developed quite a taste for it while they were here. Needless to say, it is impossible to find it on Cardassia Prime. I was hoping to acquire some for Mavek before returning home, but I'm afraid the conference is demanding my attention. Perhaps you could be of assistance?
I'll see if I can find any. He didn't get the catastrophe until the Borg talk suggesting it was a bottle of Bajoran distilled canal. The vintage rare and not normally available in stores. We need to speak to multiple people on DS9 to find it. Hey Ravage, yeah, he's alright. Turns out that he has actually got some kind of eye infection. It's what the vet was calling a corneal ulcer. So he's on eye drops and has a big cone around his head, which is making him very unhappy. He's alright, thank you. Alright. Let's see if we can find what we're looking for. I look for the hard to look at item. Something's a little out of the order. Do you have any Bajoran distilled canard? Bajoran distilled canard. It's very hard to find. And those prices are even more rare. Given enough time, I'm confident I could find some for you, but I do not have any currently. I'm going to contact my suppliers, please let me know. Thank you, but I'll look elsewhere.
May the prophets bless you.
Bajorans involved in distilling canard during the occupation.
We await the word of the
Many
emissary.
of the religious cast were forced to distill canard during the Cardassian occupation. The very appearance of Bajoran distilled canard brings up memories of a dark time. Why would we never forget we do not revere artifacts of the occupation? Most of what we seek was destroyed long ago. I'm afraid I would not know where to find one today, nor would I feel inclined to do so. As someone take pleasure finding them so terrible, I will pray for them and for you. I am sorry if I have offended you. Quark's bar.
Round and round it goes.
What can I get for you?
Carry any Bajoran distilled canard?
I have a long-standing rule about Kanar. I keep a case of every vintage available just in case the Cardassians try to take over. Again. That being said, Cardassia isn't exactly on the warpath these days, so all that Kanar gathers dust in my storeroom. Bajoran distilled Kanar, though, that's rare. And expensive. Most of the distilling happened in the occupation. After the Cardassians left, there wasn't much of a market for Kanar, so the distillery shut down. I happen to have a lovely 60-year-old bottle of Bajoran distilled Kanar that survived a couple of wars. I'd be willing to part with it if you're willing to owe me a favor.
Deal. Great, I now owe Quark a favor. Oh well.
I'm looking forward to the If you will recall, we dismantled our military after the Dominion War. We still maintain a small force, but for planetary defense only. Any card. Impressive. Authentic Bajoran Kanar is hard to come by, even here. You're quite a resourceful individual. Thank you for your assistance. If at some point I can assist you in return, all you need to do is ask.
Yeah, what I want you to do is convince the Cardassians that being in this with, with us against the Borg is perfect. Exactly what you best that they do it. Okay. Speak to Stas. Hey, Stas.
I was informed you would be here. Have you come with another friendly reminder from Commander Andrews? Feel free to report back to her and let her know that I haven't eaten the furniture or scared away the Dabo players. Not yet, anyway.
Commander Andrews wanted you to know that the start of the conference has been delayed.
That is troubling. My ship is waiting to return to Kronos as soon as these talks are completed. I have no wish to linger here any longer than is necessary.
Okay, well, sorry about that, but nothing I can do. I'm Ambassador. Wait, how do I get in Quark's bar again? Nope, that's the top left. Quark's bar.
Watch the wheel, not the girl.
Morn? What's up, Morn? Morn looks up into the distance, wondering where to begin. Swallows his drink as he prepares his amazing tale. Hours later. Morn picks up his throat incredibly dry. Gives you a knowing nod and return his attention to the bar. Okay. Right, have they fixed the dartboard? It's a better height. Still not the right way around though. Alright, let me take a screenshot of this. Right. Where is the ambassador? Aha!
Hello again. I was so pleased when I heard that you would be attending the conference as well. Without your assistance, my people would have fallen to the brine. Now we are following your example and offering what assistance we can to help deal with the collective.
Found the ambassador.
I feel some sympathy for the Borg. Their quest for this so-called perfection has led them away from balance. But they're victims. My people. The Borg must be stopped. I look forward to hearing your ideas of what to do.
Captain Kirtland has a situation he must deal with immediately. I'm sorry to tell you that the start of the conference has been delayed.
I understand. I must find something to do with my free time. I had been hoping to spend some time in one of the holosuites here. Several people have recommended them, and there is an historical holoprogram, the Matara Nebula, that I have been eager to play. Could you help me gain access to a holosuite? An hour or two would be more than sufficient.
Let me see what I can do. There should be a way to get a reservation for you. Hadron. Right, who is Hadron? You're Hadron. Quark.
What can I get for
I
you?
need to reserve a holosuite for the fairy ambassador.
Sorry, I can't help you there. All of the holosuites are booked solid for the next week. I almost have more business than I can handle. Almost. Might be time to expand. Been thinking about a franchise operation for some time now. A quark's in every sector, a quark's in every quadrant. The only way you're going to get a reservation for today is by traveling back in time 3 months and making one there. That was a joke, by the way. You and I both know that the Federation gets pretty cranky about someone violating the temporal prime directive.
What if I find someone willing to give up their reservation?
I don't have any problem with that, as long as it doesn't make any problems for me. Understand? You bring Chief Rowe or Curlin in here asking about someone shaking people down for Hollow Suite reservations, I won't hesitate to point out any suspicious characters I know about.
Alright. Excuse me, bar patron. Do you know this place sells the real deal? You can get something hard if you want, but this stuff is great. Hey, you're just my type. Doing anything later? Nice. Do you have a reservation in the Hollow Suites for today? Aggressive, aren't you? That's good. I like that. And I do have a Hollow Suite reserved. I would have chosen a program, but I'm sure we can change this to something that's more fun for two. Would you like to get a drink or dinner beforehand, or should I just move there? I'd like to acquire a reservation, but I don't want to share. Oh, that's a shame. I thought we really had something. Reservation for sale. However, if you change your mind, I might consider letting you join me. And then again, maybe not. Starfleet types aren't much fun. Go away. Don't want any company, especially yours. Do you have a Hollow Suite reservation for today? He wants to know. I need a reservation. Interested in selling yours? No. Why are you still here? Go away. Okay, well, that's not going well. Hello, bar patron. Hey there. May I interest you in some self-sealing stem bolts? Do you have a reservation in the Hollow Suites? I do. I was going to use the Hollow Suite to help demonstrate all the wonders of quality self-sealing stem bolts for a very important potential customer. Between you and me, those things are harder to move than you might think. I need your reservation. Interested in making a deal? I need to sell my entire inventory of my properties monthly way off projections. That's why I reserved the Hollow Suite. I need to make a great impression on this new customer. But if you bought all my stem bolts, I could cancel my meeting and catch the new shuttle out of here. Do we have a deal? I don't need that many stem bolts, but I might be able to arrange a buyer. Deal. I'll be here until my meeting starts. If you find a buyer for my self-sealing stem bolts before then, I'll give you my Hollow Suite reservation. Find someone willing to buy stem bolts. Right. What the hell's that likely to be? Oh, promenade merchant. I can help you. Do you have any interest in a bulk purchase of self-sealing stem bolts? I don't know what a self-sealing stem bolt is. Are they used in agriculture? Hey. Do you need something? Need a buyer for self-sealing stem bolts. Interested? No way! There's no money in self-sealing stem bolts these days. However, if you have a few more cases of reverse ratcheting routing hyperspanners, I'd be more than happy to take them off your hands. Okay, this is not going according to plan. God darn it. Sean in the ship. Ah! No, I don't want shuttle information.
You kept your head in that tricky situation in the Iconia system. Good to have people like you on our side. And I'm glad there's someone else here who's faced the Borg in battle. We have a perspective the rest of these full-time diplomats don't.
Hey, do you need a large quantity of self-stealing stem bolts?
How many do you have? My chief engineer has been looking for stem bolts for weeks. He wants to do some upgrades to the Belfast, and the Defiant class has always been a little touchy. Sometimes it's best to use what works, even if the technology's a little out of date. We've made inquiries with several traders, but everyone we talked to dumped their inventories after the speculation bubble burst. Some Ferengi out there made a small fortune a few months ago cornering the stem bolt market, but now that supply is gone. I was hoping to find some here, but so far I haven't had the chance. If you know of a source, my crew could make the upgrades we need without having to find an industrial replicator.
I have a source.
Sorry to trouble you again, but Captain Curlin is wrapping up the problem in the cargo bay, and we will be able to begin the talks very soon. I've notified the other attendees, but our opening speaker isn't responding to hails. Could you please track him down for me? Admiral Zavglach Trem mentioned wanting someplace quiet. You might try the upper promenade or the temple.
I will.
You kept your head in that, and I'm glad there's someone else here who's...
Alright, let's go and sort out Shan. Walk!
Watch the wheel, not the girl.
Did you find a berth for my stem bolts? Yes, a ship captain wants to acquire your entire stock. That's fantastic news. I have the stem bolts sent to ship immediately. The cash next shuttle will be home in time for my daughter's birthday. I'll tell Hadron that the whole suite reservation is yours. Thanks again.
What can I get for you?
So I was willing to give me a holosuite reservation.
Good for you. There is the small matter of the reservation transfer fee, however.
What reservation transfer fee?
There is a minor fee associated with transferring a holosuite reservation. It's just enough to cover my administrative costs. 10,000 gold press latinum. Payable immediately.
Darbo, here's 10,000 gold press latinum.
I see you're a person who values a quality holosuite. We have...
Yes, here's 10,000 gold press latinum. Please transfer that reservation.
Pleasure doing business with you. Enjoy yourself. Drop by any time you're on DS9.
Hello again. I was so pleased when I heard that you would be attending the conference as well. Wonderful. Most of the holotechnology on Defera is used for training or utilitarian purposes, so I don't have many chances to use a holosuite for entertainment. Thank you for your assistance. I hope you didn't go through too much trouble on my account.
It's all good. It just cost me 10,000 gold plus latinum. And at the end of the day...
My apologies, both to you and Commander Andrews. It's not often that I get some time to myself these days. Captain Kurland offered me the use of his office, but I came here instead for some peace and quiet. Peace. It's in far too short of supply these days. I've been in Starfleet for a long time. I've seen more battles than I care to remember. But this one, there's no reasoning with the Borg. There's no chance for a non-violent solution. I only hope that we can unite before they come for us. No one is safe.
Alright. We'll lift the conference room. Here we go.
Welcome, everyone. I'm so pleased that you all agreed to join us here today. As many of you are all too aware, the Borg attacks are increasing. If they are left unchecked, Starfleet predicts that the entire Alpha Quadrant could fall within 3 years. We all must work together to push these invaders out of our space and protect our homes and families.
I do not agree. My empire will stand, with or without your assistance. The Klingon Empire has never been stronger than it is right now. I dare the Borg to challenge us. Starfleet may cower in fear before a bunch of machines, but we do not.
If the Borg assimilate everyone in the squadron,
from the Klingon Empire meant to say is that he hopes we are also crippled by our efforts to stop the Borg. We will be no match for a battle-hardened Klingon fleet. I do not want to be assimilated, but I don't want to be a servant to the Klingon Empire either.
Respect a fool.
The Deferi believe that all things must be in balance. We cannot counter the Borg threat if we ourselves are counter to one another. The Deferi do not wish to act against any of you. Therefore, should this meeting not reach a consensus, our best course of action is to not act at all.
Starfleet will do what it must to protect the Federation. However, if you want our assistance, you need to be willing to protect yourselves and contribute to this campaign. The Borg will be stronger if any of your civilizations are assimilated. Starfleet's hard at work developing new technology and tactics. We, at least, will be ready. And if we can't cooperate, I hope you don't suffer. And that we develop new weapons in time.
This is getting us nowhere. We came together in the spirit of cooperation. We need to find common ground.
Okay.
Now, did you have something you wanted to add to this discussion?
Balance can only be preserved with the help of the Deferi.
Maintaining balance with all things must be our primary concern.
The Borg's pull is so strong that we must band together to create a counterbalance to it. Only then will we have a chance.
It is one thing to choose to swim upstream against the current. It is quite another to drain the river because it is flowing in the wrong direction. The Borg do not respect the balance. We will offer what support we can to your fight.
Now, did you have something you wanted to add to this discussion?
I must ask, the Klingon Empire would be foolish to ignore this fight.
Be careful. You are dangerously close to insulting the honor of the Klingon Empire.
You talk about honor. Doesn't your honor require you to fight with all your strength against an enemy like the Borg?
Do not presume to know what our honor demands. The Empire's pursuit of honor does not mean we are compelled to fight other people's battles.
Fight as much as it is ours.
Do not dictate strategy to me. The Klingon Empire values strength. We stepped in to defend the Deferi once because we owe them a debt of honor. We owe you nothing.
Now, did you have something you wanted to add to this discussion?
At master scale, Cardassia will be weakened if your government does not participate in this accord.
Cardassia Prime is still rebuilding from the Dominion War. We've achieved a great deal, but there is still much more to do. The continued threat of the true way makes progress difficult. Simply put, draining Cardassia's limited resources to fight the Borg will be a hard sell to the Detapa Council.
We hope to minimize casualties by working together against the Borg. This will allow Cardassia to maintain its position in the Alpha Quadrant.
There is a certain wisdom in forming a unified force here. And Cardassia has other assets to lend to the effort besides brute force. Intelligence gathering, for example. Now, I just need to convince the Detapa Council, which is far easier said than done. I might have better luck fighting a Borg cube by myself.
Now, did you have something you wanted to add to this discussion?
To give the Borg a foothold in the Alpha Quadrant.
Starfleet will do everything we can to protect the Federation and its allies. However, there are too many drains on our resources and a limited number of ships and officers. It may be simply unfeasible for us to sign on to be the protector of the entire Alpha Quadrant. Besides, we need to consider the Prime Directive. There are limits to what we can do.
I thought mutual protection was one of the tenets on which the Federation was founded.
Under dire circumstances, Starfleet may be forced to pull back from protecting all life to a position where we can defend only the core worlds. I hope it doesn't come to that. If it does, however, the needs of the many must outweigh the needs of the few.
Walk a quicker foot than any one of us can handle on our own. We need to work together.
Starfleet recognizes the Borg threaten all life in the Alpha Quadrant. We've lost too much already. We cannot lose anymore. Eventually, we'll all need to put our differences aside and unite in opposition to the Borg or anyone else who sows chaos and destruction. We'll put an end to this together.
Let's take a quick recess to cool off. That's funny. I don't remember anyone being scheduled to fly through the wormhole today.
Couldn't convince the Klingons, mostly because I chose the wrong option. Wasn't sure diplomacy was going to work.
There's something coming out of the wormhole. Captain, it's a Dominion fleet. They're charging weapons.
Ruh-roh.
Red alert!
Jem'Hadar boarding the station. Get the delegates out of here.
This is a problem.
We have to get out of here!
Oh!
It is time to leave.
Why is that guy just still standing there? Can somebody shoot him?
Evac Protocol Alpha. Andrews, get everyone to shuttles. Prep the Defiant for launch. Blast it! The Jem'Hadar have cut off access to ops. Karen, you'll need to coordinate the evacuation. We'll get the delegates to the docking ring, and then I'll try to join you in ops.
Why is that guy just standing there? Killed the... Engineering. Give me that phaser rifle. I'll provide covering fire.
Enemy target uncensored. Personal shield losing power.
VIPs to the shipyard. Where is the shipyard? Yeah, typical. Alright, let's go. Hello, Jem'Hadar veteran. Feel free to get out of my way. Oh, hiding around the corners, that's just cheating. Shipyard.
Enemy targets on
Let's get everyone out of here. Ah. Oh, hey guys. Hey, Captain, we need you back on the ship. We'll hold position as we can, but the Jem'Hadar fleet is approaching the station. Everyone board my ship? Oh, hello. Up against it. Detecting anything. Is there one hiding somewhere? Phaser beam turret. You did it! There's a hole in the Jem'Hadar front line. Coordinating the shuttles to set a course to make their escape. We'll need help. Fletcher, I'm coming now.
Captain Curland! Good to know that you and the delegates are safe. Jem'Hadar have stormed the station and we're losing critical areas. The Defiant has launched and I've evacuated everyone possible, but a few of us stayed to...
Andrews? Andrews! Someone, answer me! What's going on?
Captain, my name is Loris, and I represent the Dominion. This station, and all remaining souls on it, are now under our control.
Uh-oh. Captain, nothing we can do to see our guests to safety. I've been in contact with Starfleet and I would like us to report to Bejor. Planning for a counter-offensive is underway, but for today the station belongs to the Jem'Hadar. It is our duty to ensure that Bejor does not fall as well. Oh dear. We will regroup, recover, and retake what is ours. The fleet is retreating to Bejor space to protect the planet in case the Jem'Hadar push their advantage. Captain Curlin is in contact with Starfleet Command, and we will be routing all available ships to this region. We defeated them once. We can do it again. We need to counterattack and retake DS9.
Of course we do. However, that is not a simple matter. Starfleet is routing all available ships here, and the Federation Council is contacting the Klingon Chancellor as well. We are also sending messages to the Gamma Quadrant in an attempt to open a dialogue with the Dominion. But we are fighting a war on multiple fronts. We have to consider the Borg, the Undine, and the Romulans, as well as the Klingons. It will take time to marshal our resources and plan a counterattack. You and your ship will be part of that plan. Until we are prepared, though, we need to do whatever we can to contain the Jem'Hadar fleet at DS9 and protect Bejor. Losing DS9 is bad enough. Losing a Federation world would be unthinkable.
Very well. Alright, we'll see what we got out of this. Oh, I can salvage a bit. Perfect. Salvage a little bit more. I can't salvage. These I want to keep just in case I have to go. Goes. Oh hey, we want this sort of stuff. But you know what? Sod it. Let's get rid of all of it. Salvage. Ooh, Parcels, hyperspace, okay. Working good. Alright. Of Bejor!
We've evacuated everyone we could to Bejor, and we're setting up a base there to coordinate our counterattack against the Dominion. I won't lie to you, though. It's not gonna be easy. We were caught completely off guard by Karakan and his fleet, and the Bajorans are none too pleased to have house guests. We must balance the needs of the civilian populace with those of the Starfleet and Klingon forces currently on the surface. Starfleet needs all the help it can get planetside right now. Transport down to our staging area on Bejor. You'll find me there. Captain Curland will join us as soon as he can.
Alright. Let's go down to Bejor. Welcome to the City of Hathorn, Admiral Live. Commander Messi Akibe asked me to inform her when you had arrived. She's waiting for you in her office at the Starfleet base. I'll add the coordinates to your map. Oh, this does not sound... sounds almost Halo-esque. Okay, I guess I'm going wrong. I guess I went around the wrong way.
Time is short.
Welcome to Bejor. This will serve as our base of operations while we work to retake DS9. We need you to give your best here. Everyone needs to be in top shape for the counterattack on DS9, but before that can happen, we need to make sure this base is fully operational. We're guests here on Bejor, but the locals don't view us that way. I thought that Bejor joining the Federation would be a step in the right direction. The drones in this city seem to think this is the second coming of the Cardassian occupation. Be on your best behaviour and try to do what you can to smooth some of the rough old fellas. A civilian uprising is a headache I don't need. I'll have something for you later. Report to Lieutenant Jarrell Carr first. You'll know what tasks are most critical. Alright.
How can I help you?
Great to see you. Here's all the help we can here. The attack on DS9 has put everything here into a tailspin. Setting up a base to coordinate the campaign to take the station back, but it's slow going. This area of the city is older and it doesn't have the infrastructure we need. Good thing we have officers like you who know how to whip up a few technical miracles.
Do you need something?
Tactical security. The joint computer network in this part of the city was built for civilian use. It can't handle the increased traffic or the encryption patterns that Starfleet uses. And now with Jem'Hadar and DS9, this network is more important than ever. We need to update all of the firewall software and upgrade the network so we can handle all we're throwing at it. I know that network security was part of your tactical training. Can I depend on you to help us deal with vulnerabilities into the network?
I'm here to help.
Alright, let's go upgrade stuff. Thoughts for simple upgrade, but there are already breakdowns in the Bajoran network. You'll need to find and modify every affected terminal to ensure that the traffic can handle even a minimum amount of traffic. Alright, let's go floor hunting. Let's go this way. Normally and has not been affected by the confusion in the local network. You need to check other terminals. That I will do. Concerns operating normally has not been affected by the increased computer usage in the local network. You will need to check other terminals. Firewall issue could be a big issue than it appeared at first glance. There was another node nearby being affected by the increase in network traffic. Okay, I guess I'm running around. Lots of running on the big ass phaser on my back, as you do when you're in Starfleet. Ooh, that's just so I can access my one. Okay, this one. Computer terminal operation normal. Oh, good. Well, that one's operating normally. Okay, just up here. There it is. Operating normally. Oh, good. Here we go. You need to upgrade the firewall software of this terminal, or all terminals in there could be vulnerable to slowdowns of viruses. Also, your scanner detects another node nearby that's being affected by the increase in network traffic. If you find and upgrade it as well. Hi. How can I help you? What do you do? You're trying to restore peace, normally work as security, when health isn't too difficult. Get a few fights now and then, mediate disputes from citizens, and coordinate militia command on the capital. Now though, we're all working double or triple shifts, and it's still not enough. Poor militia officer. Really do to have caused some issues for him. So that one's fine. Let's head back this way. And that one's done, so there's one down here. Did she just do the salute that I think she just did? That's awkward. Right, that one's fine. Oh, there's another one here. Computer network in this area of the city has been completely upgraded and is now secure. Woohoo! Turn to Lieutenant Joel Powell. Thanks for your help. Now our computers are operating at peak efficiency. You could use more officers like you down here.
I'm here to help.
We have several holodeck training programs developed for the Advanced Tactical Training Program as introduction to ground combat against Dominion opponents. This one picture against Jem'Hadar. I know you were in the battle on DS9, but it's always good to be prepared. You can use holodeck here to run the program. And remember, not that needs to be done here in Bejol, so choose your combat training program that suits your needs best. Don't spend all day on the holodeck.
I'm here to help.
I'll get to bring my entire team with me. Ba 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 da ba 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 ba. Defeat the first wave of Jem'Hadar. That is a very large shuttle. Oh, being down to security. That's that done. Hello, second wave. Over there, I'm guessing. Rinsed. Wait here for him. Woohoo! End simulation. How can I help you? What do you do? My job is to keep this holodeck running. The technology part is simple, but then I started working with Commander Chibi to program combat training scenarios. She's demanding, but I like working for an officer who knows what she wants. If these programs help one person get ready to fight the Jem'Hadar and retake DS9, well, the work has been worth it. The more we prepare, the more lives we'll save. Fair enough. But you know, I feel like the old Dominion right now. Hard exercises aren't like real combat, but anything that would help us prepare is important.
I'm here to help.
Fleet findings. There are several holodeck training programs developed for the Advanced Tactical Training Program as an introduction to space combat. This one will pitch you against smaller Jem'Hadar ships ranging from fighters to cruisers. I know you're in the Battle of DS9, but you're going to be facing more Jem'Hadar shots before we retake the station. You need to be ready for it. Use a holodeck to run the program. And remember, there's a lot that needs to be done, so choose the program.
I'm here to help.
Does she not realise I'm an admiral? Seriously, I outrank her by, like, a lot. Oh, hey, I found my phone. It was in my pocket the whole time. Do. Hey. Jem'Hadar fighters. Everything's gonna get wrecked. Heavy escorts. That was good fun. Nicely done. Nicely done. Great job. Should commanders like you on our side, I know we'll be able to retake the station.
Do you need
Thanks
something?
to you, everything under control here at the base. Should enter the city and help the Bajorans. Colonel Kuma's part of the militia has been asking for assistance. Find him, he should be able to point you in the right direction. Couldn't have done this without you.
I'm here to help.
Actually, tell me more about yourself. Yeah.
You need something? I'm here to
I was
help.
glad to help out. I was at DS9 waiting for the USS Tempest when the Jem'Hadar attacked. I evac with the station staff, and instead of sitting on my hands waiting for a rescue, I volunteered to help with operations here. That's what I do. Operations are the most glamorous station on the starship, but I help ensure that everything that needs to be done gets done so that the captain and the rest of the senior officers can concentrate on the bigger issues. And there are a lot of issues here. I'm a Betazoid, so I can sense all of the unrest here. DS9 crew are mourning their losses and uncertain what to do next. Captain Kirtland has the weight of the world on his shoulders, and there are a lot of Bajorans who wish we'd just pack up and go home. But that's what we're here to do, right? No one's leaving until we can take back DS9.
I'm here to help.
Report to Colonel... somebody. Cupus Paul. Aha! Alright, you're not Colonel Paul. Colonel! Where is the Colonel? Oh, he's over there. Colonel. Aha! Hello, militia. Do you need something, Admiral? Tell me about the Bajoran militia. Some people say we're the ones who were left behind. What is now the militia was formed out of the resistance to the Cardassian occupation. We protected the planet, worked on DS9 side by side with Starfleet, and even began sending out our own ships. When the Federation changed all that, now the militia isn't needed anywhere but on Bajor. Hundreds of military officers applied to join Starfleet after we signed the Federation Charter. Most of the best of our young people go to the Academy. Militia is a planetary organisation now. We patrol cities, help in times of crisis, handle functions like immigration and security, and we don't ever leave home. Starfleet can take care of space. Those of us who are still in the militia are here because we love Bajor. I don't need to explore the galaxy. Everything I could possibly want is right here. And you are not the person I need to speak to. Is he in the next room? I bet he's in the next room. He would be in the next room. Ah! Colonel!
We have a situation here.
Welcome to Bajor. I wish your visit here could be under better circumstances. The whole DS9 situation troubles me, and having Starfleet here on Bajor has opened up some old wounds. And letting down the Klingons come down too? That's just like dropping a plasma torch into a deuterium tank. What we need now is to convince the people that they're safe and that we have this situation under control. Where's your role here on Bajor?
Back in my day, things were different.
Now that Bajor's part of the Federation, my job is to keep the peace here. That's harder with Starfleet, KDF planet side. There are still Bajorans who remember the occupation. I grew up in a refugee camp, and I have friends and family who don't like the idea of any outside organisation establishing a base on Bajor, friend or foe. The Regime respects that. For the most part, Cullen has kept his people on DS9. It's fine with me. Russia's more than willing to leave anything that happens off-world to Starfleet. Now you're here in my city. That means you're my problem. Why are people upset by our arrival?
Peace and quiet. That's what we need.
Our world has changed more in the last 50 years than it did in the 500 years before it. End of occupation, return of the emissary, Dominion War, joining the Federation, the Undine, war with the Klingons. Bajor's a different planet now. Some say it has changed too much. Alright, occupation overreaction. A lot of people here are unhappy about Starfleet establishing a base here and allowing the KDF to stay as well. The Bajorans have always been touchy about outsiders, and the occupation and the Dominion War just made that worse. Now with Jem'Hadar and DS9 and you all here on the ground, those old fears are coming back to the surface. There's a protester by the Fountain stirring up the crowd, and we'll have a riot on our hands if we don't put a stop to it. Talk to him. Don't violate his right to free speech and assembly, but maybe you can convince him that Starfleet isn't the return of the Cardassians. Alright. Let's go have a word with the protester. Excuse me, Mr. Protester. I would like to hit you with the butt of my rifle. Aha! Hello, Bajoran protester.
This is our home!
The Bajoran people will not stand for another hostile occupation. Cardassians did enough damage to our world. We deserve peace, prosperity, and the right to govern ourselves. Starfleet does not want to occupy Bejor. So you say. Prove you don't intend to occupy this planet. We appreciate that you are willing to share this city with us while we coordinate our campaign against the Jem'Hadar.
This is our
home!
home!
Many displaced during the occupations, thousands died in labour camps far from their homes. And even if you weren't forced into camps, life was uncertain. Do you know that when Goldberg commanded the weapons depot in the occupation, he executed 15 farmers simply for not displaying the pedestrian ban outside of their homes? We're only seeing this here. Starfleet and the KDF are taking over this section of the city. Soon Bajorans will be pushed out of the business and homes to make room for more soldiers. We are grateful for the space Bajorans lent to us. All of the improvements we're making will be left as token of our appreciation. So you say.
This is our home!
The Bajoran government is stable. They don't need us to tell them what to do.
Bajor for
The
Bajorans!
able to pit Bajoran against Bajoran by starving us and depriving us of our basic rights. Any small comfort they allowed us as reward for being their puppets was treated like we won the lottery. Neighbour turned against neighbour, and brothers reported on their families. In the end, many people were labelled as collaborators, when all they tried to do was fill their church with empty bags. The Bajoran people were put in a terrible position. Some were forced to make difficult choices. There was no shame in that. So you say, prove that you don't intend to occupy this planet. Bajoran has a rich history and its people have repeatedly fought for their rights.
We will not be slaves!
Bajoran people have been fighting for a war so long we no longer know how to live in peace. The Federation rules us now. Maybe kinder than the Cardassians, but they're still occupiers. Look at our history since the occupation. The Circle, the Konmar, the Maquis. Thousands of our young people joined the Starfleet to fight the Dominion and the Empire. Our only art now is violence. The Bajoran people have become some of the fiercest fighters in the Alpha Group. Their skills as warriors is commendable. It's technically correct, but I think you're missing the bigger picture. First thing that generation was to show me a full sense of our cultural identity. When the Cardassians came, our artists and Thames were forced to work as slaves. The rural way of life that has sustained us for countless generations was destroyed with our farmlands. When the Jera caste system was abolished, and society was left in a disaster. Artists became soldiers, and soldiers turned into farmers and bakers. They lost knowledge that had been handed down for generations, and people were left to struggle through life as best they could. Artistic desires can never be destroyed, only suppressed temporarily. Artists will find ways to create. Bajor is a beautiful world. I have no wish to harm it.
We will not be slaves!
Cardassians' occupation took everything from Bajor. The resources were stripped away with no regard for allowing them to replenish for future generations. This planet is nothing but a shell of what it once was. Bajor may have lost some resources, but it's still an incredibly rich planet. We don't want to leave a mark on Bajor. When we will leave your city as we found it.
This is our home!
Bajor was scarred by the Cardassians, stripped away her bounty. What was worse was their complete lack of consideration for the environment. The soil, the air, the water have been poisoned. Entire species of flora and fauna have been wiped out or irrevocably damaged. New pests with no natural predators introduced are now the overwhelming native populations. We can work together to right many of these wrongs. It will take time, but anything is possible. Many of our facilities, including our sick bay and holodecks, are available for use by any Bajoran.
Bajor for
That was the new
Bajorans!
thing Cardassians took from us. They treat us like animals. Thousands lost their lives in the medical experiments or were permanently injured through malnutrition and neglect. Cardassians didn't care if any of them died. The only thing that mattered was that healthy Bajorans could process more ore. Our doctors were sworn on oath to do no harm to their patients. They will help anyone who wants to make use of their services. Bajoran religion is a key cultural keystone.
We will not be slaves!
One of the worst side effects of their creation was the loss of faith in the Bajorans. We have followed the teachings of the prophets for thousands of years. During the Cardassian rule, however, our religious leaders were executed and monasteries were closed. Atrocities that we experienced made it difficult for anyone to honor the prophets. What's even worse is the MSA allowed the path to the Celestial Temple to be closed during the time. People turn to the Par Wraiths in an attempt to have their prayers answered. Prophets never abandon Bajor. Speak, and they listen. Well, I hope I did something. Still took his way back. Oh, down this one. That was a bit. Colonel, I've heard some great say to those protesters. Excellent work. I think people will start seeing things your way. Petition the prophets or soil us. The Vedic Assembly has agreed to allow you to access the orb of prophecy and change. This is a great honour, but it's also a great responsibility. Many people want to know why the prophets didn't intervene to stop the Jem'Hadar from attacking Deep Space Nine. I know the prophets would never abandon us. They must have a reason for why they didn't act. It's up to you to carry their message back to us. Okay, I guess I'm off to a... Where we go? I'm heading here. Temple priest.
Greetings. Do you seek the wisdom of the prophets?
I was told there was an orb here.
Yes, the Vedic Assembly has honored us by allowing one of the tiers of the prophets to come to Hathon. We are the temporary caretakers of the Orb of Change and Possibilities. Ranjan Ravel informs me that you seek guidance in these troubled times. You are not alone. Many of us are questioning why these terrible events have happened.
Yeah.
Go to the orb now. If you are fortunate, the prophets will answer your questions.
Kai!
Thank you again for your part in saving the Ennis, the Noel Ennis, and of course, myself. I am glad the prophets sent you to us, and I hope they continue to protect you in your travels.
Glad I could help. Here we go. Why have the prophets seen fit to return the Jem'Hadar fleet to this time and place?
You are not grateful. We saved Bajor at the Cisco's insistence. It cost him dearly.
We moved the fleet, but we needed to put it back.
A hand that remains closed
ceases to be a hand.
The fleet needs to exist, as you must return.
Okay. That absolutely no idea. What to make of that? You should feel blessed. Prophets don't speak to everyone. I have faith in the plan for Bajor. You are an important part of that plan.
Peace and quiet. That's what we
Commander
need.
Achibi needs your help with communications. Report to her, and she can give you the details. Right. Let's go and find the commander. Seriously, why can't I just go through that door? That would make things so much easier. Cadet Samura! Well, we have a situation. Okay, interesting. That doesn't help me much, but okay. We will take DS9. That's Captain Curlin.
Give me a sit rep.
Curlin is running things from his end on board the Defiant. They're in orbit of Bajor now, but ready to move to the Gamma Quadrant or back to DS9 if the situation changes. With the loss of Commander Andrews, Starfleet new Captain Curlin, we need some assistance here. And I'm used to a little chaos. My last posting was coordinating refugee transports out of Eta Irandi. I'll handle things here on the ground, and he can coordinate the counterattack.
I have new
Excellent.
orders for
Anything
you.
else needs to be done? We've managed to set up a subspace relay outside the courtyard. I need you to try and pick up any transmissions coming from Deep Space Nine. I need intel. Anything we can learn about the state of things on the station will help. Nice. Okay, let's do it.
I have new
Excellent.
orders for you.
I'm very glad you have new orders for me. However, I am going to go and play with this this thing here. Accessing ops. Do you want to proceed? Who is this? Accessing Dabo with Lita.
Dabo!
Dabo. Now we've done ops. Accessing replicator network 47. Do you want to proceed? Would you like an Ace Racketina or HUD? Sweet with cream. Please specify your preference before replicating. Remember to recycle your mug. Let's go to gigahertz. Accessing Niners. Welcome to Niners Sweets and Treats from my ordering system. Would you like to order with John Jar Steak delivery? That's awesome. Accessing Bashir 62. Vic's Las Vegas Lounge. Nah, Vic ain't right now. It's been golf with the Dean and Sam here. You want to leave a message? Vic! Not Vic. Ooh, signal detected. Accessing private network 5492. Please stand by. Hey, who is this? How did you find this channel? Wait, don't terminate this communication. I'm a friend. Oh wait, I know you. I recognise you from earlier. You were trying to help that Deferi ambassador get a holosuite appointment. I like your style. I'm Hadron, the Bided of Quarks. This is my alternate subspace communication channel. I use it for business matters. Legitimate legal business. Sometimes I don't want Curlin to my company listening in on my dealings. That doesn't make them any less legitimate. Can you tell me anything about the gem hunter on the station? They're terrible for business. There are a lot of them. I mean, they don't eat or drink, and they've brought Ketra so white with them. The Vortar with them has been in once or twice. Always orders Tudor berries, never talks, never pays. Profits are going down the drain. Hey, you planning on coming back, right? Bringing the fleet back to get these guys out? I need actual paying customers. I'll even give a discount on all drinks for the first hour after the station is reclaimed. Top shelf drinks excluded, of course. We are taking Deep Space Nine back, but we need your help. Oh, right. Jem'Hadar Alpha is named Kurokan. He's a real tough customer, biggest and meanest of them all. He's got a Vortar with him. Her name is Loris. She's tough, but she hasn't gone out of her way to make our lives miserable. She's allowing those of us who didn't evacuate to stay, but only if we toe the line and don't give the Jem'Hadar any trouble. Honestly, how is a businessman supposed to make a living like this? The weirdest part is that they think the Dominion War is still going on. I heard Loris and Kurokan talking that they expect an entire Dominion fleet to be waiting for them and a changeling to be in charge. It's crazy. They've been hauling people in for questioning, and teams of Jem'Hadar have been tearing the station apart looking for this captive changeling. What happened to these guys? They get stuck in a black hole for 30 years? Thanks for your help. We'll return as soon as possible, but we'll need to hold on for a little while longer. 2 seconds. Oh. Right, we've made contact. That's Sinister's development. I'll keep in touch with Hadron. Maybe he can get more information to us.
I have new orders for you.
Master contact on the station. The Dominion are looking for a founder, and they think the war is still going on? We need to clear up this confusion pronto. Maybe they'll be willing to leave the station peacefully if we convince them that the war's been over for decades. I think we're ready to contact DS9 and try to talk to the leaders of the fleet. I want you to be our contact. Captain Cullen will link in and assist you during the negotiations. Alright, did a bit of spying. There goes nothing. Hail DS9, but then let me do the talking. I know you can handle this alone, Am, but this is my station. It's my responsibility to try and get it back. Hailing DS9 on an encrypted channel. Putting it on screen now.
Who is this? What do you want?
Let's not be so hasty, Karukan. They obviously went to a great deal of trouble to contact us. I am Loris of the Dominion, temporary governor of Deep Space Nine. How can I help you?
What the hell are you doing here?
Thank you for agreeing to talk, Loris. I am Captain James Kurland of the Federation Space Station Deep Space Nine. It is my hope that we can find a peaceful resolution to this conflict.
Of course, Captain. You want your station back. But this is a war, and your station is my prize.
I know this will be hard for you to accept, but there is no war. It's been over for decades. Your fleet was diverted when you attempted to pass through the wormhole. The Prophets... There is a great deal we have to explain, but please understand, we are not your enemies.
That's a bit okay.
I am not a fool, Captain. We have reviewed the records in DS9's databanks. Why should I believe this fantasy of prophets and time travel? Show me proof that what you say is true.
Loris, I asked Admiral Live at the USS Bullseye to join us today. Admiral, could you please step in here? Our esteemed Vortar would like some proof to back up our position. Show video records from the end of the Dominion War. These are video records of what happened in the Dominion War after your fleet disappeared. I think reviewing them might be helpful.
The Dominion War continued after a combined Starfleet and Klingon force retook DS9. When the Romulans entered the war on our side, things began to turn. The Dominion recruited the Breen to their cause, but the disease that was attacking the Founders put them on the defensive. They ultimately retreated out of most of the Alpha Quadrant, creating a defense perimeter in Cardassian space. Soon after, a Cardassian official named Damar led a rebellion on Cardassia Prime, breaking the standoff. The Dominion was forced to surrender.
Do not try to deceive me. That cannot be what happened. Why should I believe these recordings are real?
Admiral, how do you think we should socialize his feelings of doubt? Give me a sec, guys. Prove the authenticity of the historical records. I can prove to you these records are 100% accurate.
You make a persuasive argument. But I'm not completely convinced. Historical records can be interpreted in many ways. You may be using evidence that supports your premise, and ignoring anything that does not.
Seems to have left us at an impasse. Is there anything we can do to convince you to leave DS9 peacefully?
Enough! I will consider your arguments carefully, but you must understand that I am under orders as well. The Founders gave me specific instructions before I left the Gamma Quadrant. I accept that may have been many years ago. Nevertheless, mere time cannot countermand the commands of the gods. We are attempting to contact the Dominion in the Gamma Quadrant. As of yet, we have been unsuccessful. Until I speak to a Founder and receive new orders, we will remain here. Deep Space Nine belongs to the Dominion.
Alright. Thank you for all your assistance. Now that we know about the current situation on DS9, we can decide how to best take a tactical advantage. Does anyone end this scenario, Admiral? We retake DS9. There is no other acceptable alternative. Check my Dorado, Chris Pacific Rare, Mark 11 kit rewards. Alright, let's do that. Let's have a quick look at this. Ooh, lots of things. Okay. I don't want that. Stop. Oh! No! Damn it. I could have salvaged the item. Whoopsies. I was a bit hasty. What else is new for me? Okay. Oh, there we go. I was able to retrieve it. Which means I can now salvage it. Alright, looking good. Looking good. Looking good. Alright, let's have a quick look at my duty officers. They're still going ahead. Admiralty's still going ahead. Have I got anything? Have I got it? Ooh, I might. Oh, yeah, baby. Got that sorted. Okay. We need that. And that. Perfect. Yes. Research all good. Interesting. Okay, so I can't actually salvage it. That's fine. Can I do any salvage here? I suppose if I can. Gas, particles, salvage technology. Okay, I think we're looking okay so far. I think we're looking quite good. Let's have a quick look at this. Active missions, gain salvage, destroy Tholian ships, and destroy Voth. We'll do that later. Alright guys, give me a second. I am going to go and take a quick break, grab coffee, and we'll be back with trying to retake Deep Space Nine. See you in a bit. Alright. See what Starfleet has got for us. Go down. Operation Gamma.
Karukan's ships are guarding the wormhole, so access is limited. A small craft like a shuttle or fighter might be able to slip through the blockade, so leave your starship here at Bajor. Commander Samuel Winters is here, and he's one of the best shuttle pilots I know. I recommend you bring him along. The war is over, but Loris and Karukan won't believe it unless they hear it from someone they trust.
If they can't contact the Dominion, then we can do it for them. I've authorized someone sent to Damocron to seek out the Dominion, persuade them to help us with the gem Hadar occupying Deep Space 9. I want you to be that representative. Alright. Let's just see if that works. Begin Operation Gamma. Captain, the only way we can enter the wormhole without setting off DS9's defenses is to disable the station's sensor clusters. If we do that, we'll blind ops. If someone's looking out the window, they'll see the wormhole open, but we'll be long gone before they have a chance to scramble ships to stop us. But to disable the station's sensor clusters, first we have to find a way around the Gem Hadar ships patrolling near them. Captain Cullen is ready to use the fleet as a diversion. On our signal, they'll move in and engage the Gem Hadar ships. That will give us a chance to get to DS9, disable the sensor clusters, and escape through the wormhole. So ready to move on your signal. Timmy doesn't engage the fleet, sir. We should be able to approach the station now that the enemy is preoccupied. Cat 2, we need to disable sensor clusters in specific order, so look for the Alpha cluster first and Beta and so on. Lois will order fighters and work bees to respond as soon as we disable the first sensor cluster. Then they'll try to repair the sensor clusters, and if they succeed, we'll have to restart the process. I suggest we target and destroy the work bees before that can happen. Disable sensor cluster in order to defeat the bees. Damn it, I got no devices. Ooh! Oh my god, I'm happy. Approaching agony, that might be useful. Spot a casual on the ship. We're going to investigate jamming its communications now.
The Jim'Hadar ship is on an intercept course, sir. Shields and weapons are at full, Captain. Ready to engage.
close. Great job, sir. Communication coming from the fleet, sir. They're preparing to break off water safety. We should enter the wormhole as soon as possible. Let's get going.
Setting a course for the wormhole now. We'll be halfway to the Gamma Quadrant before the Jim'Hadar know what happened.
We hope.
Wow, that's some view. This is my first trip into the wormhole. Thanks for letting me tag along. Captain Curlin says there's a traitor in the Idrin system who knows how to contact the Dominion. She's probably our best chance for finding them quickly. But Curlin says Farek's help won't come cheap. We need to be ready to negotiate with her. When we're out of the wormhole, we should start searching for Farek's vessel.
Great, we can do that. Our intel said that Farek's ship would be here, but there's nothing on scanners. However, someone has dropped a nav marker in this area. Just set a course for it and do a scan of all nearby systems. So doing that, I've got. I think there's anything that. Alright, that'll do.
I'm picking up a ship on long-range sensors, Captain. The configuration matches Farek's ship, sir, but I'm detecting damage to several systems. There's no response to a hail, sir, but her communications array might be damaged. Setting a course to the ship's coordinates now.
Okay, let's go. Farek's ship is inside that last asteroid, Captain, which is shielded. We need to destroy the shield generator and then enter the asteroid. So to show this area is teeming with a life form they've never seen before, sir. There might be why Farek has sealed herself inside the asteroid. Cosmosians are hostile. I think they could be dangerous to a ship of this size. However, they're not actively hunting. If we try to keep a safe distance, perhaps they won't bother us. Shield generator. Hurry up and not be shielding. Stop being shieldy and generating.
I can hear profit in the wind, and the wind is blowing. If you want it, I've got it.
You, Farek?
That's me, the best trader with the biggest deals in the sector. I have Utterberry futures, cultural artifacts from 100 different worlds, alpha current nectar, disruptor rifles, and the best salvage this side of the galactic barrier. Or maybe you're interested in something else. Need a guide to the Gamma Quadrant? How about someone who can take you to the hidden markets? Or get you into the Dosi system unnoticed? If you have the latinum, I have what you need. Time is money.
What happened to your ship?
Oh, that? Nothing really. Nothing you need to be concerned about. You just can't make some customers happy. Time is money. Profit. While it's easier for women to run their own businesses now on Ferenginar, there's still a lot of prejudice. And I'm not about to stay home naked chewing tube grubs. I was a dealer of assorted and sundry merchandise in the bullion sector till there was a slight problem with my business partners. Through absolutely no fault of my own, my business license from the FCA was temporarily revoked. Until I can get the paperwork straightened out, I decided to set up shop out here. It's great out here. There's hardly any competition and deals to be made everywhere. The body aren't any trouble once you learn the rules of that crazy game. The Dosi are too scared of the Karema to be a real challenge, and everyone else is either running from the Dominion or part of it. Time is money.
I need to know where to find the Dominion.
Well, now, that's an interesting question. I know where to find the Dominion, of course. I can even get you in touch with a Vorta who has a direct line to the Founders. He's a close personal friend as well as a valued client. In fact, I always keep a case of Covenant Crunch on board just for him. However, the location of one of my best customers is not information I share for free. And no offense, friend, but you don't look like you can afford what I would charge. Time is money.
So what would you want with Dominion information?
I'll give it to you straight. Intel about the Dominion is hard to acquire, and therefore extremely valuable. You don't have a cargo hold big enough for all the latinum I'd want in exchange for the data, but I'm willing to consider an alternative method of payment. You see that planetoid over there? I have a limited amount of time to collect everything valuable from it that I can. And as you can see, my ship could use some repairs. While my crew and I work on fixing this baby up, I could use some help with the salvage. So, here's the deal. You get me something I can turn a profit with, and I'll tell you where you can find the Dominion.
Ferret wants us to deactivate several automated defense satellites surrounding the planet. To do so, we will need to scan each satellite to determine the best way to deactivate them safely. I have analyzed types of devices we would like to encounter and create a tactical scan analysis that should help us during the deactivation process. Captain, 3 types of problems we'd like to encounter are active satellites, active sensors, active enemy detection. Each problem will have 2 phases. We must complete them in time with defense countermeasures active. Also, if we solve a problem incorrectly, defense countermeasures will activate. So active satellites, I guess we're getting out of here. Oh, no we're not, I just completely missed. Okay, satellite. It is. Active sensors. Remove ionic power core. and then deactivate sensor batteries. We have the materials Ferric wanted, sir. Dealing with active sensors. I had that before. Remove the ionic core, and then we deactivate the sensor battery. Guessing it's in there. It is. Right on top of it, so why is it not giving me to disable it? Practically right on top of the flipping thing. Up in there. Active enemy detection. Deactivate sensor batteries, then a magnetic pulse wave. Damn it, the bloody things don't move. Well, that's a problem. Guessing that's the last one we've got to do. Oh, that's a pretty blue planet. It's really annoying that the marker hasn't gone. That one's been done. Swing back round. It's this one I haven't done. Here somewhere, apparently. Yeah, it is. There we are. Deactivate satellite. Active enemy detection. Deactivate the thing first. Then it's a magnetic wave pulse. Captain receiving hail from Farah. She says she has what she needs and we should get our tails back to her ship before she loses any more profit.
You want it? I've
I
got
have
it.
what you asked for.
That's great. Nice doing business with you. I'll just verify the transport and then I'll contact my friend, the very important Vorta. I'm sure that he'll be able to help you with whatever you need. Quick! Cut the comm! Jump to warp! What do you mean we don't have warp drive yet? Get it going! Now! Wait, can they still hear me? You know the funny thing about resonance pulses? They drive the swarmers crazy.
Captain, first enemy to resonance pulse before she warped out and enraged the swarmers. We won't be able to engage warp engines until we take care of them. Great. Are they? Oh, there we go. I think I found some. Oh, that got their attention. Have a look on our warp signature, Captain. First ship is still damaged now. Maximum speed is warp 3. Should be able to catch up to her easily. Let's get going. Ferric didn't lie about knowing how to find the Dominion, sir. Her ship is surrounded by Jem'Hadar. I wouldn't say they're on good terms, though. Ferric's ship is damaged again. If they've detected us, they're not making any hostile moves our direction. I recommend we approach and see if they want to talk.
Ferric's ship has life support and engines, sir, but that's about it. Shields are failing, and she only has limited weapons. The lead Jem'Hadar vessel is hailing us, sir. Putting it on screen now.
Ah, so the representatives of the Alpha Quadrant finally make their way to seek aid from the Dominion. We have been expecting you. According to our information, you're having a slight occupation problem on Deep Space Nine. I might be able to assist you with that problem if you have come here in friendship. And as we all know, friends help one another. You can start by destroying this nuisance and her ship. She has intruded into the Gamma Quadrant without permission and is conducting unauthorized salvage operations in our space. The penalty for this is clear. By all rights, we should execute you as well. But I am willing to overlook your involvement this time. So, as the Ferengi would say, do we have a deal?
Well, this is a problem.
We are still friends, right? I'm in a bit of a spot here. Got any help for your old pal, Ferric?
Open a channel.
Hey, friend. Look, I found the Dominion for you. You have to help me. They're crazy. Okay, I'll go. I'll go back to the Alpha Quadrant. I'll refund their latinum. I'll even give them what's left in my cargo holds. Just don't let them kill me. And that resonance pulse. Funny, huh? I knew those little suckers couldn't really hurt you. If you let me go, I know Iran won't hunt me down again. He's got too many other problems to worry about a small-timer like me. Just please, let me go.
Go while you still can, Ferric.
You come seeking my aid and then refuse a simple request? This is not an auspicious start. Nevertheless, you have something I want, and I have something you need. The only logical conclusion is cooperation. I will return to the Alpha Quadrant with you and render whatever assistance I can. There is a price, though.
Okay.
For more than 30 years, Starfleet has held one of the founders as a prisoner of war. Imagine the hubris it takes to contain a god. The arrogance. When the founder is returned to me, you will have the Dominion's complete cooperation, and my guarantee that Karukan and his fleet will not trouble Deep Space Nine again.
Congratulations on the successful mission, Admiral. Starfleet Intelligence is speaking to Wei-Yu now. He's been quite cooperative for a Vorta, and I'm confident that we'll be able to come to an agreement that is best for everyone. We must have DS9 back. We would like to take over the station without additional bloodshed. Wei-Yu may be our only hope of doing that. Alright. Oh, I could have salvaged it. Can I get it back? Yeah, I can. Let's get both of them back, just in case. Huh? Nope, can't salvage that. But I can salvage that with proton torpedo, I believe. Yeah, I can. There we go. Alright, things are looking good. Things are looking up. Interesting. Alright, let's. There we go.
The Federation Council has authorized the release of the Founder from the detention facility where she is currently being held. I need someone the Founder will respect to complete the transfer. You're the best candidate for the task. I don't expect any problems. But I didn't expect Jem'Hadar from the past to crash the board conference either. So take my recommendations with a grain of salt. The important...
Alright, let's go. Here we go. Captain, we've arrived at designated coordinates. I am detecting a large structure on the asteroid. We need to approach before we can help. Why is there a Jem'Hadar heavy escort there? Hello, I'm alive. Your authorization to visit has just come through from Starfleet Command. We don't get many visitors here, so this is quite an occasion. However, we are detecting 2 ships in orbit. Why is there a Jem'Hadar vessel? We have a Vortar guest. Wayun is here to see the Founder. That is most regular, Admiral. Very well, I'll permit you to beam down with one of your officers. The Vortar, however, will have to remain on his ship. Come speak to me, and if everything is in order, I will allow him to enter the facility. Let's wait until wait on this ship.
Founders are wise in all things. The Dominion has endured for over 2,000 years, and we will continue to do so.
I make contact with Facility 4028.
Excellent. I'm ready to beam down immediately. The Founder has been trapped among solids for far too long, and the Great Link is diminished without her august presence. There's the matter of our transporter signal, however. The station is blocking it. Perhaps you can enlighten me here? I'm beginning to feel unwelcome.
I'm here to reach a mutually beneficial
solution. Not that you're unwelcome, but there are security concerns.
Security concerns? Really? You and I both know that the Dominion could conquer this facility if we so desired. And yet here we are, observing the peace. I'm sure Starfleet has a number of clever defenses here. But as we've proven in the past, even your best defended locations are vulnerable to a squad of Jem'Hadar warriors.
I'm here to reach a mutually beneficial solution.
Just wait here until I speak to the warden.
Very well. I'll wait. You do understand that my patience is not an endless commodity, yes? When it is exhausted, I'm afraid we shall enter a more unpleasant stage of our
You won't want to take on the bullseye.
Let us hope the situation is resolved before that occurs.
Wayun's not happy because we need to wait. We're ready to transport in your orders. Capture the orders waiting for some isolation zone A. means the information we received, if we follow the blue line, should lead us right to him. Oh, hey, we're back here.
Antechamber A.
Let's follow the blue line.
Authorized visitors must report to the warden. Follow the blue line to Isolation Zone A. Processing Zone A. ISIS access granted.
I am ISIS.
How may I assist you?
That's an unfortunate naming now. Inmate security information system. Visited I verified, visualization verified, access to authorized.
Authorized visitors must report to the warden. Follow the blue line to Isolation Zone A. You may proceed. Isolation Zone A.
Ah, warden. Welcome, Admiral. Is there anything I can do to assist you? What can you tell me about Facility 4028? Not many people know about this place, Admiral, and that is intentional. We are a Federation penal institution designed to house the most high-profile...
Authorized visitors must report to the warden.
Most
Follow
of our
the blue line to Isolation Zone
A. targets
A.
for attack that we need to keep here for their own safety. Because of the danger, this facility is almost completely staffed by photonic personnel. There are only a handful of humans authorized to work here. 5, now that the Council of has left us. And even they aren't present at the facility full time. Well, what shall I call you? It's just the warden. Heh, a bit discouraging, isn't it? I understand the image Mark 1 had the same problem, but in this instance the program was forgetting to give us...
Authorized visitors must report to the warden. Follow the blue line to Isolation Zone A.
Target for manipulation. Or perhaps it's a little joke. You've met ISIS. I find it quite intriguing that our computer received a name, but I and the rest of the Photonic staff do not. Well, I'm here to see the founder. Oh, really? That is quite unusual. I thought you were the representative I requested to speak to inmate 53160. She's been waiting for quite some time. I need you to verify
authorized visitors must report to the warden. Follow the blue line to Isolation Zone A.
53160 is an Isolation Ward A. You can get there from this area.
Extending walkway.
Excuse me.
Inmate 53160.
Singh, human argument, class 6. Life with the possibility of parole. Isolation Ward protocols. Visitors must be by warden. Recreational materials must be approved by warden. No access can be determined terminals or technology allowed. Now, it's a brilliant scientist who has dedicated himself to creating a perfect species through gene manipulation. 2 qualifications for illegal experimentation and performing illegal genetic enhancement. Expert in multi-species augmentation.
Inmate 5.
Finally, a real person. I've tried speaking to these holograms, but they do not age, they do not tire, they cannot be harmed, they cannot understand the vital importance of my work. I need to continue my research. I must have research materials, a lab, test subjects, access to computer and the files and memory alpha. It's all in my request. Give me these few things and I can change the galaxy. Why would Starfleet let you continue your research? Genetic manipulation is illegal. This code holds no secrets from me. I can cure diseases, extend lifespans, make them perfect warriors. And while the Federation is at war, many lives are lost every day. But what if I could make the people on your crew stronger and more resilient? What if your action time was increased tenfold? Your body could heal from almost any wound. I can create perfection. All I need is time and resources. I'll make a report to Starfleet Command, but I can't promise anything.
Inmate 5.
I want to know who's in here.
Inmate 98639.
Known species Undine, Class 1, sentence pending. Requirements, isolation board protocols, full access to Starfleet intelligence. Relevant systems must be rewarded, access is restricted, must be accompanied by a rapid response team at all times when out of the cell. Notes. Infiltrator impersonating Captain Tuvix of the USS Cochrane, removed from ship 103 of the Undine on Stardate 703. Testing of isomorphic capabilities remaining conclusive. Remanded to Facility 5028 for detention and debriefing. Refer to Order 543937 Drake 6 for details. Just who else have we got in here? Anything I did to assist you? I did as you asked. May I see the founder now? Of course. I've verified your authorization and granted permission for your water friend to transport as well. However, he must remain outside the isolation zones. I realize this is an unusual situation, but security protocols must be maintained. Well, this is our most famous inmate. I suppose I should be a little sad, but it's not like she's very easy to get to know. She's very different from our other inmates. I suppose she has much use for us. Found is being held in Isolation Zone B. If you follow the red line into the facility, you'll pass through a holding and then another processing area. Beyond that is Isolation Zone B. Alright.
Isolation Zone A.
The Founders are wise in all things.
Did you know your psychographic profile is required reading for all Vorta field supervisors? It's quite a fascinating study. To say you've had an unusual career would be an understatement.
Follow me. I'll take you to the founder.
I'm happy to hear it. Despite the delays, you're fulfilling your end of the deal adequately. I would like to remind you that the safety of the Founder is now your responsibility. If she is harmed, the Dominion will have no choice but to respond. I think you'll find that Karo Khan will be the least of your problems if that occurs.
Let's go.
Main holding.
Follow the red line. There's one disabled. Have a problem. Oh, hang on. There's like several red lines here.
Inmate 51099.
Officer Valley, the Gorn serves our casual stuff for personnel. If it's a murder, under discipline away, technically two guards just for sentence not eligible for prison. Okay, well, I would love to know how I get into Isolation Zone B. Ah! There was a line. Okay, we'll go through this one. Sweet. Oh. Oh, there he comes. Right, just keep following.
Processing Zone B.
So just keep following the red line. Following the blue. Isolation Zone B. Let's go. Just mine.
You may proceed. Isolation Zone B. Extending walkway. Inmate 91856.
Tholian. Ah. This is the one we want.
Access granted.
Ah! Level 4 7 times. Visitors must be by Warden and Federation Council. Outside inmate not allowed out of cell without Warden's approval. Join the meeting was found the first custody after signing a treaty of Bejor. Rehabilitation therapy efforts have been effective. Medical personnel are equipped to deal with changing physiology. Utilize subroutine Bejor 98 before any examinations.
Access granted.
What do you want, Solid? Time is meaningless. I will endure.
Found out we have a situation in Deep Space. Why did you choose to surrender?
My captivity was the price I paid for the life of my people. We were dying, infected with a virus created by Starfleet intelligence. Odo cured me, but when I linked with him, I knew that he needed his justice. Otherwise, he would have stayed with the Solids, stayed with that woman. Therefore, I surrendered myself so he would take the cure to the Great Link. Once he joined it, I knew he would never leave. I am immortal. A few years here is a minor inconvenience. Those lost years are worth far less than the prizes I've gained in return. Time is meaningless. I will endure.
Founder, we have a situation on Deep Space Nine.
Since you are here asking for aid, your dilemma must be serious. At least for you. What are you prepared to offer in return for my assistance? And what guarantee do I have that you will fulfill your end of any bargain we might reach? I have little trust for your kind, and with good reason. What is that human saying? To learn about a people, learn how they treat their prisoners? I have been here for many years, and I have learned much in that regard. Solids are irrational, fearful creatures. You cannot be trusted. Time is meaningless. I will endure.
Vorta came here with me. I will take you to him.
Then you mean to release me? Interesting. The price of my freedom, I trust, will not be insignificant. I will trust you, despite my inclination to do otherwise. I will return to the Great Link and to Odo. We have much to discuss. Lead the way. I wish to see what you solids have in store for me after all these years.
All right, let's go.
Founder, your ordeal is at an end.
Wayoon, your line lives on. Good. Let us leave this place.
Founder, we have taken DS9 in your name and are prepared to extend our campaign throughout the quadrant. Give your blessing to our victory. We are yours to command.
I know you, Karakan. Your fleet failed us in the battle for Deep Space Nine. We lost because you did not arrive.
The fleet was diverted passing through the anomaly. We did not...
I need soldiers, Karakan, not excuses. You failed the Dominion once. I will not give you the opportunity to do so again.
No! It can't! Ah! Attack! Kill everyone but the Founder! We are dead! We go into battle to reclaim our lives!
I think not. Did you really think I came here alone? Loyal Jem'Hadar! Defend your god! Kill these traitors!
What?
ISIS is offline. Emergency protocols
Captain, I've
engaged.
lost contact with the bullseye. Detecting power failures all over the station, and there are signs of weapons fire. There's something blocking my senses. I can't get a complete reading. We're near the secondary ISIS core. That might be the best place to determine what's happening and what we can do to get back to the ship. Alright, I guess we're, okay, I guess we're gonna head the way that I wanted to go. Tried to go initially.
Antechamber B. ISIS is offline. Emergency protocols engaged. Secondary ISIS core.
ISIS is offline. Emergency protocols engaged. Hello. ISIS security override. I'm sorry, Admiral. It is not possible to override emergency protocols at this time. Primary ISIS core is offline. Secondary core has
ISIS is offline. Emergency protocols engaged.
64028 is in lockdown. All emergencies are offline. Communications are blocked. Transporter inhibition field has been activated, and the shuttle bay is protected by a Class 10 force field. What I need to do to restore the primary ISIS core? 2 protocols are accepted to restore order in case of a catastrophic event in the facility. If prisoners are subdued using either lethal or non-lethal protocols, you will then be able to reboot the primary ISIS core.
ISIS is offline. Emergency protocols engaged.
Tell me about the non-lethal protocol.
Non-lethal option selected.
Emergency site-to-site transport is available. If you subdue the prisoners and then tag them for transport, I will be able to move them to a safe holding zone. When order is restored, you'll be able to bring them completely back online. The holographic staff can take you from there.
Inmates must return to their cells in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so is a violation of facility regulations.
Don't think they're fast.
Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now.
What the hell's coming out of his eyes?
Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now. Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now.
Oh my word, hello. Have an agonizer.
Violence is against facility regulations. All inmates are ordered to return to their cells.
Yeah, they will do. As soon as someone stops shooting.
Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now. Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now. Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now. Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now.
Station 1 is secure.
Suppression turrets activated. Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now. Weapons fire detected. Possession of weapons is a violation of facility regulations.
Yeah, I know.
Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now. Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now.
Ho-ho. Guess we go upstairs. Ah, cozy.
Enemy target personal shield losing power.
Suppression turret activated.
I'm sorry, you appear to be.
Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now. Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now. Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now.
Main hold. Oh, hello.
Inmates must return to their cells in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so is a violation of facility regulations. Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now. Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now. Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now.
Up, more capture cell one. Maybe I should just sell the whole lot.
Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now. Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now. Prisoners secured. Transporting to safe zone now.
2. Clear. Oh, great.
Violence is against facility regulations. All inmates are ordered to return to their cells.
They will do.
Prisoners secured. Transporting to safe zone now. Prisoners secured. Transporting to safe zone now. Prisoners secured.
Hey, Fluffy.
Transporting to safe zone now.
My day's been better. Unfortunately, ended up with the vets again with Sparky. Also. So, yeah, that wasn't fun. Speak to final prisoner. Oh, I'm glad your day's been good. Oh, what's the betting? It's my friend Amar. We meet again, Admiral. Now, this is an interesting situation. You should return to your cell. And why would I do that? No one is attacking me, the facility's in chaos, given a little luck, I might be able to stride out the front door. By this time next week, I could be back in Klingon space, continuing my research. You'll never get outside the facility. Oh, really? I know this place has a space dock. We used it when I arrived. All I need to do is get a shuttle and escape. There's no way out, and I can't guarantee your safety unless you return to your cell. Stop your incessant yammering and let me think. You have a ship in orbit, but so did the Jem'Hadar. There's a 90% chance that one or both of these vessels will fire on a ship leaving the facility. I could use the transporters, but there's an 86% chance that ISIS has cut off access. However, I could circumvent ISIS in approximately 3.2 minutes. Very well, I'll return to captivity. But only if you promise to report that I did so willingly. I need every advantage I can get if I'm to continue my work.
Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now. Primary ISIS core.
Warden! Anything I can do to assist you? Warden! Warden, speak to me. I see you, Admiral. It's just... there it is. Diagnostic cycle complete. It took a few seconds for ISIS to bring me quickly back online. I apologise for the delay. Can you take it from here? Certainly. Now that ISIS is online, getting the remaining prisoners back in their cells and settled down should be trivial. I've also contacted the closest star base and requested an engineering team. Back at peak operating capacity, no time. Thank you, Admiral, for your assistance. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been here. Excellent. I'll be leaving with the Founder now. Can't I just... Oh, there's close.
Primary ISIS core.
One. Just... here. Got it. And I'll just leave him behind because, you know, why not? Seems like a good thing to do at the time. Ba-da-da-da. Captain, I'm detecting multiple Jem'Hadar ships and there are more on intercept course. I'm contacting the proceed to Bayshore, but I don't know if... Incoming hail, sir. It's the lead Jem'Hadar ship. Karakon wants to speak to you. Put it on screen.
Surrender the Founder and your pet, and you will survive, Captain. Refuse, and I will destroy your ship.
Succinct, to the point.
He's bluffing. He can't harm a Founder.
I can, and I will, Vorta. Victory is life.
Go to warp while you still can. We'll hold them off.
No! I will have the Founder! All ships, attack!
Captain! Shields at 47% and falling!
Evasive maneuvers! Pattern Shawn 6! Launch torpedoes! Full spread!
Sir!
We won't be able to hold them off forever, Captain!
Get the Founder back to DS9 now. Well, that went well. Maybe. That could have gone better. I know you did the best you could. Check for City 402 shows several pins unaccounted for. Most will be able to pick up with ease, but there are 2 high priority inmates missing. Taris and someone named James Farimera. Don't know anything about Mera, but Taris had help. An Iconian energy signature detected in her cell. She could be anywhere by now. Rescue teams are already in the Ayala system looking for survivors from the battle. Jim Hadar took some hits too. But from what we know, Karaka made it back to Deep Space Nine. This isn't over yet. There is not. At the moment, there is no. Do I make room? Yeah, let's make room. Sorry, Eric. Quite good to have. For more tactical, so I think Tavel. Go. Alright guys, I'm going to take a quick break. When I come back, we're going to carry on and see if we can liberate Deep Space Nine. Back in a bit. Alright, here we go. Purchase a whole bunch of stuff. Receive and door individuals. Sounds like a good thing to do. Success. Ooh! That's fun, but I'm sure particularly. Save those, see what I've got left. They're all going well. Alright. Here we go.
Now that we have the aid of one of the founders, we should have no trouble convincing the Jem'Hadar at Deep Space Nine to stand down and return to the Gamma Quadrant. Starfleet and the Klingon Empire are assembling a unified fleet to garrison the station and repair the damage from the battle. We want you to go with the founder to negotiate the surrender of the remaining Jem'Hadar. Rendezvous with the Jem'Hadar ship near Deep Space Nine. You'll represent the interests of the Alpha Quadrant, but this should be a simple formality. Captain Kurland is headed to Deep Space Nine in the Defiant, along with the rest of the task force. He said to tell you he's looking forward to seeing you on board the station again.
Alright. Let's get to Deep Space Nine! Boldly, they rode. I. Bullseye, we are ready for transport. Admiral Life may beam aboard. Alright, Wayu.
I see that you are ready for the next stage in our little task. You've performed adequately so far, but the Dominion's records on you are quite extensive. You have a bit of a reputation among those of us who pay attention to such things. Let's hope you live up to it this time.
Just give me a sec, so I just gotta... I'll try not to disappoint you, Wayu.
Of course. I'd expect no less, especially after our recent adventures. That being said, neither of us should have much to do here today. The Founder will handle the necessary details of Karakon's surrender. This may be over in a matter of moments.
I expect a swift resolution.
If the two of you are quite finished, the sooner this nonsense is dealt with, the sooner I can return to the Great Link and put decades of poor memories behind me. Hail the station. Inform Loris and Karakon that I would have words with them.
At once, Founder. If you would care to do the honors.
Vessel 6474, you are not part of our task group. We are not interested in anything... Founder! Please forgive my impudence. How may I serve?
You will stand down at once, Lois. Prepare your Jem'Hadar for transit. We are all going home. Transport aboard this vessel immediately. Loris, signal your first to stand down.
Karukan, this is Loris. The Founder orders you to stand down and prepare for transport.
The Founders have turned their backs upon us. We are denied their glory. The only glory for us now is death in battle. We are already dead. We may reclaim our honor at the price of our lives.
Karukan, you must obey. You must! Ugh, he's closed the channel.
So much for a simple resolution to this mess.
We'll see. I'm hailing the fleet.
Defiant here. I hope you're not calling to explain that there's a problem.
There's a problem. Karukan refuses to surrender.
The fleet is nearly there, and we're going to have a lot of casualties if we have to fight the Jem'Hadar. You need to find a way to defuse this situation.
Okay. Now, how do I do that? If we remove Karukan, resistance may collapse.
There's no way to beam aboard or dock without being intercepted.
With the security codes, it might be possible to board by spacewalking onto the hull.
I don't see any other options at this point. Good luck, and may the prophets watch over you.
I've reviewed your file, and I believe you are best suited to this task. Your familiarity with Deep Space Nine will be an advantage. You will use one of our environmental suits. It should sustain you long enough to successfully infiltrate the station.
Should I say victory is life next?
Clever, predictable, but clever. Time is a factor, Solid. You'll find what you need in the airlock. I will have this vessel brought as close as possible to the station while you prepare. When you have familiarized yourself with the suit, signal that you are ready to leave the airlock.
You know what? I'm gonna stick with mine. And, I'm walking on a space station.
Curlin here.
I'll keep the channel linked to you in short encrypted bursts. Try to maintain real signs so the Jem'Hadar don't notice you. Start by activating the safety procedures used by maintenance workers and turning off the external sensors in that area. There should be a console to your right. Good, the posts should be fully extended. You can use them to navigate the surface of the station. Head to the edge of the ring and target the post. The suit will lock onto the magnetized hardpoint and you can use your reaction thrusters to jump to it. The maintenance post will only be active in this area, so when you reach the end of the row, you'll have to activate the next group. Good, now target the next beacon. The external sensors to keep moving. You need to convince the station computer that you aren't there and processors on the level below you, to the left. Since the neighborhood with various sub-processors, you need to land the correct sub-processors. Check the processor node nearby to find out the correct order. Is there a quicker way to do this? It's moving really slow. Sensor filters are the second one along. Local EM is the third one along. So second, third. Sensor power regulator, sensor flow control. So power regulator and flow control. Regulator. Oh! Alright. Time to get the old notepad out. Sensor processing. Here we go. Right, sensor filters. Oh, hello. Didn't want that to happen. Sensor filters is on 2. Local override is on 3. try this again, now that I've got it written down. Alright. Sensor power reg is at 1. Sensor flow control is at 1. Sensor filters are at 2. Local EM override is at 3. So especially if anyone could short out your suit and kill you. But I'd rather that didn't happen. Whoops! Rip that. Hang on, shit. Head around the wreck until the plasma jets get to the side of the crossover. Onto the area to the right. Be careful, there's no way to know if the liquid radiation will explode. Hello?
Come in! Are you there? Are you alright?
I think so.
This is Carlin.
Can you hear me? Your suit beings are telling me that you're still alive. Come in, Emerald. I'm here. Suit actually does have stabilized me. I'm in no danger. That's a relief. What you need to do is jump back down to the station and finish crossing. You're halfway there. Watch out for damage from the crash. Jem'Hadar probably aren't too concerned with scratches and leaks. Just move across the power junctions and you're there, assuming the crash didn't damage the junction. Jem'Hadar should be headed your way to check out the damage from the crash. If you head to the hill on the right hand side of the crossover, you can tap into the computer control junctions. You may be able to find a way to hide yourself or trick the ship's sensors. Side of the crossover. Mind the ledge above. Let's go up this way. Alright, we're there. Okay, yeah, I couldn't do that.
Curlin here, come in.
As I suspected, Carrican has raised a security field around Ops. There's no good way in from the outside. You'll need to slip into the promenade and make your way to Ops from the interior. Oh, that's just dandy, isn't it? No, I really do not want to return to the airlock. Enter the promenade. That's how to do it. Now you meet inside to cross the habitat ring and reach the turbo lift to Ops. Cross the exchange to reach the habitat ring, stay low and watch out for Gem Hadar. The fleet will reach the station soon. You need to reach the Carrican quickly. Use the station, use traps, sneak, fight. Keep an eye out for opportunities that will help you get past his troops. Note to equip your armor. Oh yes. Armor is equipped. Turn left and head around the promenade towards Ops.
Enemy targets on center. Personal shield losing power.
Oh, that's annoying.
Enemy targets on center. Personal shield losing
Oh! I died. All the way back here. Oh, it disappeared for a bit. Oh, you cheeky bugger! Right, let's try this again. Whoopsies! Hey fellas, how would you like my agony field? Take the turbo lift to arms. Wow! Okay. You know what? Have some weaponized dark matter. Bullseye's alive. We're ready for transport.
Your ships may be arriving, but you must still face my warriors in cold space. We shall settle this among the stars.
Right. Anyone else? Anyone else? I would love to beam up. Is it going to let me beam up? Aha! So, we've arrived the rest of the fleet, but Karokan is preferring ships and moving to engage us. We're ready to beam you up, just say the word and we'll push through enemy lines to transport you aboard. Ah. Oh, hello. ship enters battle.
Looks like I'm following your lead again. Take the point, Captain. The Enterprise is here to back you up.
Hey.
I will be victorious. I will reclaim my life.
Now we close it. I don't know what's going on there, firing all over the place. Oh, I forgot I had that. Something's there. Swarming will in now! I'm stressed that it has come to this. I wanted a peaceful solution. Nevertheless, we've broken Karakan's power and the rest of the Jem'Hadar should fall into line under Loris's command now. I'm transporting back to DS9, take a look at the old girl and see what they've done to her. Please join me there.
Consider it done.
Hail the Dominion.
I'm picking up your signal clearly. The Dominion repeaters on this side of the wormhole are functioning normally. The Founder is well and will rejoin the Great Link soon. She offers her gratitude for your assistance. I don't know what the future will hold for me, but at least I have a future now. It is disconcerting to lose decades of time, but the Founders are wise. I am sure they will find a new place for me. I'm not sure how to say this, so I'll simply say thank you. This series of events was entirely unexpected, but we survived. Not only that, but we're home now. All this is thanks in no small part to your efforts. If we meet again, I will not forget.
Oh, and Wei Yun says hello. Actually, he's still sulking. But it's more amusing for me if I tell him that I expressed warm gratitude and fawning sycophancy on his behalf. Goodbye.
I've been offered a great opportunity. Commanding the Enterprise is an honor, one I never thought would be mine. Still, the Belfast was a good ship, and she will be missed. I won't forget your part in saving her crew. Many of them will be joining me on the Enterprise. I am forever in your debt. I'm not much for goodbyes, and the Enterprise will likely be at the frontier of Federation space. There's no telling when we'll meet again. I'm sure we will, though.
I've already done this, haven't
I'm picking up your signal.
I? It's not registering that I've done it. Okay. Where is Kurland? Oh, there he is. Finally home. Admiral, I can't thank you enough for all you've done. Putting your life on the line time and again to protect the Federation. Always trying to find a peaceful solution. You have held the finest traditions of Starfleet. We've come full circle. You can get back to the bullseye, and I'm just glad to be back where I belong. I would invite you to stay with DS9, but I have a feeling that you don't come your heels at the space station. You need to be out in space. You're welcome here any time. Hope you can reminisce about this over a cup of Rakatagino someday. After all we've been through, I would ask the prophets to watch over you. There's an old saying about having the attention of the innocence. Take care, Admiral. Good luck. Goodbye, Captain. Space 9 belongs to the Federation again. Loris, Wei Yun, and the remaining Jem'Hadar departed for Dominion space. This is the best possible outcome for the Federation, and could open the door for further diplomatic relations with the Dominion. While it is regrettable you had to fight Karakan, your daring assault on DS9 sapped his strength and gave the fleet the time they needed. I commend you for your bravery and decisive action. Been honored to serve with you, Admiral. Perhaps we will work together again. I think that is all that done. Alright guys, I am going to head off. I will be back Wednesday. Won't be with a DJ stream, as I said a couple of weeks ago. Taking a couple of weeks off from doing DJ streams, but they will be coming back next week. But this Wednesday we'll be carrying on with this. We'll finish that one, and so yeah, not sure I'm gonna do all of these. We might do. Carry on. But anyway, you guys take care. I'll see you Wednesday. I love you all. Bye bye.